Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm gonna take you with me on a takeover that I did for the event dungeon stage 30. We went from stage 26 or something to stage 30 and then I made him a team that he can actually farm. And this time it is not having all the crazy stats because I'm on the test server plus 15 golden elixir and all that. No, this time we have normal stuff for a normal player that plays a lot instead of having all the glyphs in the world and all that. But like always, it would be amazing if you press that like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, to let the algorithm know that I exist and I do some work for you guys. So this is the team. Basically, you can see the 5 champions right there. We will talk about the gear and stuff this time first, because it is really important. We took Ghostborn because I made basically a 100% team for him. It takes a little bit longer, but it is consistent. And I want people to be happy when they come over for a takeover. They press the button and it will happen for them. And yeah, I didn't find like a solo champion or something. That's why I went for this strategy. But yeah, let's talk about the juicy things that makes your run even better. It's a Guardian set on your debuff or on someone. It does not matter. Like maybe not Seer, okay, you know. If you use it on your Lydia, of course have the accuracy and everything. But the Guardian set helps you a ton. And of course, wait, I'm gonna show you quickly that I actually, on this account, I have +9s. This is a rank 3. And yeah, you get it rank 2, you upgrade it one time and then you are there. So everybody can get it, like even that one, here's +9, no special super overpowered things. But of course we have the gemstone here, like yeah, this one helps really out. Let's go quickly about the other champion, Lady Kimmy. Why did I pick her? Because she can actually, why did I actually pick her? Huh? Why did I? She gives us buffs and she gives us a turn meter increase. That means we can kind of build our other champions a little bit slower than, like, let's say 270 plus speed. That helps out a ton. And yeah, that's kind of about her. Maybe, no, that's not her. But let's talk about the Seer. It's also a 6-star and we have Cat's Gaze right here. It's +12. Usually people that have Cat's Gazes upgrading to +12 is like a must do. And of course it's a 6-star crushing rend and all that. You still need a juicy Seer. Maybe the stats are a little bit over the top, but hey, you wanna get the job done. So I also kind of have Merciless right here. The stats are like this: 250 speed. We take a turn first because we have increased speed. 387 crit damage. I think I showed it with less on the test server, to be honest. And this one is really good. So we have the best chances to just get rid of the minions, of course. And now, this is setup. The top right, okay, Seer is like a must-have in my opinion, but the rest is setup. Whatever you bring, you can bring 2 times decreased defense. Why I bring actually Ghostborn is to have an unresistible decreased defense. I'm sure that it will land all the time, but you can also bring Lydia and Deacon, for example, and they have double chances to get the decreased defense out there, and you make it sure like that. If you see her still juicy enough, she will kill the minions. There are ways. It's not only Ghostborn, but the juicy part, Geomancer. Let's talk about the stats. He is only in a regeneration set. He has about 90k HP. We can actually go a little bit higher later on. Like we can still stack him up with some, for example, like Ascensions right here. It's usually what I did on the test server because I wanted it to be extra juicy for my testings, and later on we lower the stats down. And the first time ever I actually used resilience gear. It makes sense this time. Actually HP and defense, hey, that is really acceptable, to be honest. So we have a regen set and yeah, like defense are not that crazy high. Like HP is 90k, it's a good amount. 4k defense is also a good amount, but this is what you have in endgame. And his speed, wait, what was his speed? It's like 250 something, 251, just 1 speed more than my Seer, so she will go after him. He plays the HP burn and all that, so 250 speed is kind of achievable, right? I think. And yeah, wait, let's talk about the rest in here. Because we have the golden elixir, of course that is needed. Without it you can't not do it. And we got emergency here for some extra layers of like healing, because we do have exactly a ring for him, so he will actually get some shields and stuff. But yeah, it's really good. And the trick is to put Vogoth in Defiant. I gotta test it out if it's going stalwart. I actually don't know. Like, that's what I did. The stats for him, they're okay. But like, they're still like really good. Like, they're good, but not that crazy. It's like 70k HP, 6k defense, but that kind of comes naturally with the set because you get defense also in here. So it kind of comes naturally a little bit higher. And then Golden Elixir, of course. Emergency heal, kind of makes no sense for him a little bit at the beginning because we're gonna use a shield set. Wait, where is the shield set? Why haven't I talked about it? Like, yeah, we got a shield set right here. So we can get some HP burn, damage negation. When we get HP burns, that will fall off. Like, it will not fall off, but it kind of just outplays the HP burn by having a shield that first gets lowered down. And yeah, she's our speed booster and everything. I haven't just talked about the thingy. But yeah, Vogoth, Defiant. Golden Elixir, yes, the masteries weren't even like fully there. There's not too much we kind of want to have. Maybe the HP, yeah, it could help. But it's not needed for him, so why should I do something that is not needed? And yeah, that's basically about the team. And then, yeah, this time we went over the stats first because there's like half of the players are like, hey, I got it done. It was kind of easy because they just know how to do it and then they do it. And another half is like, hey, the requirements are a little bit too high. They see my plus 15 golden elixir or something and they think like, oh, it's super needed. And then, but let's take a look at this. The run. It is actually not that quick. I get that. But it's consistent. I want him to press the button and then it goes well. So we're gonna kill them off. We kind of get our damage negated by a Guardian set and some masteries from another champion at the first AoE of the boss. And then we navigate the attacks to our Vogoth by having lower HP than the Geomancer. Have him in Defiant so he will not get any heals. And then he will stay kind of about 50% of his HP. Makes him even further the target for the single target attacks what the boss is gonna cast now. And by attacking him, we actually get our heals up on our Geomancer because Vogoth is gonna heal himself by 25% of the damage received, but also masteries, they count also, and he's also gonna heal Geomancer by the same amount. There's like a mastery that says when you have True Fear, your heals are stronger, and actually we do have True Fear in the right moment where we get the hardest hit in this game, so kind of masteries are also really important. But yeah, Golden Elixir is just gonna get rid of all the damage that is coming in from those extra attacks right there. And what else is there to say? Yeah, regeneration set on Geomancer is kind of needed. I would still recommend it. It makes your run just cleaner. You don't actually need one if you have, for example, 140k HP, but then Vogoth cannot heal you too much because he's actually not getting too much damage. Like, his heals are nice, but it doesn't top you up all the way to the end on your other champion that goes with him. So I would recommend a regen set. You at least get one turn in between the bosses doing AoE attacks on the 250 plus speed guy, and that will heal you for a ton. But like I said, like you see it right there, you wish it is faster. I get it, and I wish there's like an easy way to do it, but I couldn't see like the Aox wasn't that high of a blessing, for example, and then the rest of his regen set was not quite there. So I go for something that actually works. I don't spend any resources for stuff that doesn't work on the end, so I'm just going in there. And of course, if you guys want to have a takeover, hit me up on the Discord. There's a link in the description. You can see on my server the prices, what I offer. And then just DM me and I will just answer you and then we kind of talk about it and all that. So if you're interested, just go ahead and do so. And yes, this run is about 2 to 3 minutes all the time. Like okay, it could be going a little bit longer if you get some resistance or True Fear procs at the right moment that you lose your HP burn. But this is going every time. And I think the stats this time are achievable. That is not nothing out of the ordinary. Super crazy. You just need the right preparation, the right masteries, the right gear on them. With at least like some people come around and say, hey, I have even better stats than you or something. And then they maybe have 15, 20k more HP but they have 1,500 less defense or something, and that kind of counteracts each other. And yeah, basically I showed you now how to kind of do it when you are on your even the Lady Kimmy is totally new. It's just like, hey, it fits perfectly, that's what we need, kind of, ooh, let's make the team even easier and juicier and stuff. But yeah, like normal stats, a normal day, and I think many people can do it. Even if you cannot do stage 30, you can do probably stage 28, stage 27, but try to get as high as possible, because the drop rates, they really matter. If you go to stage 20 and you farm it really quick, I get it why you do it. I totally understand it, but the drop rates aren't really that great. So if you can go to up to stage 30, at least try to, you know. But that will be the end. Press the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah, have a nice day.